So welcome back to the third in our series of leading virtual teams. And just a quick recap. So in session one we talked about the foundation, putting on the oxygen mask. In session two we talked about leading with the brain in mind, doing things and supporting people to get those chemical releases from the brain, the dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and reducing that risk of too much adrenaline and too much cortisol, the stress drugs that help to cloud our brains and stop us from acting freely. So the third session, what we want to do is bring to focus the real importance of trust and compassion. Clearly, 1 and 2 help lay those foundations of either building or maintaining or accelerating trust. And right now, virtual teams, there has to be an unspoken trust, and actually through the most significant way, through being vulnerable. And as a leader, again, whoever you are and whatever role you're playing in the team, being vulnerable and taking risk and being brave is a really, really important feature right now. But so is compassion. The act of giving and receiving love is calming. And as you know, there are moments in each day where we probably feel less calm, where we probably feel a little lost. And actually that bringing calmness and expressing love through compassion is a really important feature. It makes us feel good when we're compassionate, and also when we receive compassion. And being compassionate is one of the best ways to build trust. I suppose for me, it's one of the highest purposes, that expression of love and trust. We know from our work across values and beliefs and behaviours in many organisations, ultimately that feeling loved and accepted and being free to practice and be who you are is the ultimate expression of fulfilment. So the difference between compassion and empathy is really important. Let me just unpack what I believe compassion is about. And it's about, for me, showing kindness, caring, and a willingness to help others, which again increases that vulnerability and builds that trust. And it's not about empathizing with someone, because when we empathize, I know what that's like. In a way, we increase and encourage shared pain and loss. And the human brain places a huge amount of value on loss, to the point where it can, again, really build the wrong type of reaction back to that adrenaline and cortisol reaction. And again, what we're trying to do is build the dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin levels within our brains and our bodies so that we build that resilience. Random acts of kindness are an amazing way. We've been using in our teams some deliveries from different places, but like Amazon or whatever, to send a mug or some biscuits or flowers or just thoughts that says, do you know what, I know what it's like. But don't get me wrong, compassion doesn't mean just letting people go with not cracking on and not doing what they've said they're going to do. You can be compassionate and still help people be accountable, and that's really important. So help your teams to do this. Lead the way, give them the examples, send them some bits and pieces, some treats, and help them think beyond themselves and help them think beyond the current moment and think about the greater good and the purpose and what's really important to them. So, step 3, build trust and be compassionate.